So I'd like to provide an update on what it's been like traveling from country to country during COVID times. Let's see, I arrived in Croatia August 15th, and from there I spent 2 weeks in Croatia. I made a video last time about my experiences with the border crossing. So after 2 weeks in Croatia, I was officially considered, I guess, Croatian in terms of COVID, although I still had my American passport. And Croatia was put on the red list in actually a lot of countries while I was there. Europe uses this red, green, and yellow system to signify the amount of risk. And so unfortunately, Croatia was added to the red list in a number of countries, including Slovenia, which is where I was hoping to go next. So I looked at a map. I figured I would head over to Hungary, but before that I looked at the map and I saw that Bratislava wasn't so far away. I've never been to Slovakia, so I figured I would check out a new country. So I booked a bus to Bratislava, and then en route to the bus station, I found out that Hungary was closing its borders, so you really can't plan ahead at all because you never know. You might have a day or two notice before a country closes its borders. So it's really important to not plan ahead too much because everything can change, and make sure that you don't put down too many deposits because you might lose them. It's not a good idea to be in a country when they have closed borders because there's really limited options on how to exit the country. You know, they don't have buses and whatnot going in, and so therefore they don't have them going out, otherwise they would run out of buses, right? So really important to stay away from countries when they close their borders. And then let's see, I took a bus from Zagreb all the way to Bratislava. I had to pass through the Slovenian border as well as the Austrian border. Going from Croatia to Slovenia, you are entering in, both of them are EU countries, but you're entering in the Schengen region, and so it's essentially open borders. So I had to actually have a lot of scrutiny from them. I had to show them proof that I was staying in Bratislava and that I was not going to stay in Slovenia since Croatia was on their red list, but they let me in. They did turn a guy from North Macedonia away. He was planning on going to Czech Republic for work and he didn't have his visa, and they actually sent him back. So they don't mess around at the borders. For Austria, they looked at my passport, but they didn't really check anything regarding where I've been or COVID. They just wanted to make sure I had a valid passport, and there was no border control between Austria and Slovakia, so I was able to get through there. After 10 days in Slovakia, I was eligible to come into Austria once again and stay, and so I did. So 10 days here, and then in a few days I'll be trying Slovenia again. At that point I will have 14 days in green countries, and so I should be able to get in with my American passport. I don't know if they'll even check. I don't know if there'll be border patrol, but I will find out. And yeah, the adventure continues. But I have to say, definitely do your research. Make sure that you're following the rules. Make sure you know which country you go into, what they require, which countries are on the red list, and how long you have to be in green countries in order to not quarantine. But other than that, it's been really positive. People are happy. People seem to be acting normal. So it's been a nice reprieve from the US for sure.